T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, a very good evening and welcome to each and every one of you joining me, Miss Belinda Scandal, and the legend that is Miss Caroline Whitehead here on this lovely show today, simply known as
Your Manchester.
We have got a very wonderful, interesting, slightly different show tonight that you're bringing us, Caroline.
We have, and let me just fan myself because it's hot.
It's warm in the studio, people. It really is. I've got wet flannels everywhere.
Okay, and moving swiftly on about the wet flannels, we're going to be talking Barnaby, Macclesfield and Barnaby Bright.
Now explain, how are they linked together?
Right, okay. So, Barnaby Festival dates back to the 13th century.
The 13th century?
Yeah. We're talking monks, we're talking brown as the main colour. And it dates back to the 13th century. And there was a festival that brought the community together. Now, it seemed to fall out of favour, it didn't happen, and a group of dedicated individuals around about 2009 got together to put together the festival again in 2010, and one of those individuals is coming with us. He's going to be talking to us with us in a second.
So what is the festival then? What is it celebrating?
So it's celebrating sort of arts and creative and culture.
Okay.
And the culture of the town of Macclesfield.
Now, as I remember, there was a poem that went along with this, wasn't there?
There was a poem, and I became quietly obsessed by it. And
do you know it?
Yeah, I do know a bit of it.
Okay.
It's Barnaby Bright.
Yes.
Light all day, light all night. Barnaby laugh, Barnaby play. Dance all night, dance all day. It's a lot longer than that, actually, and I could go on.
I like that.
Yeah, and I could see people with flowers in their hair dancing round the fire.
I thought immediately when you said that, it's right up there with Baby Shark. Quite literally.
Right, I don't know what that is.
You don't know Baby Shark?
No.
Watch us lose some viewers.
Yeah.
Baby Shark, baby
No.
Not that one. No, so what, it happens every year, does it?
No, it's every 2 years.
Every
so
2
it's every
years.
even year.
Every even year?
So, yeah, so Barnaby Festival happens every even year, and the last one was 2018, which was absolutely awesome. And then 2019 was the off year where they're planning and everything, and they're getting ramped up ready for 2020, and then...
It came to a stop.
What?
A grinding halt.
Exactly. It came to a grinding halt. But they did do some little things during 2020. And then they had a chat about it, and they just thought, do you know what, let's do something in the time when it's not the Barnaby Festival.
Yeah.
Off year sounds a bit negative. You know, not the on year sounds a bit. So
there's nothing wrong with being odd. Let me tell you now.
There's nothing wrong
with being odd
about being odd.
Now, we've got in the studio with us right away, we have got Dr. Abby Gilmore, so welcome. Now, you're massively a part of this, aren't you? And why is it so important to bring it to everybody?
Well, Barnaby is, as Carol said, an ancient thing that belongs to Macclesfield. It's unique. It came from the feast day of St Barnabas, so it was one of those kind of monk type things. But it was also a charter fair day. They brought cattle to sell in Macclesfield, and it made it a trading town. And then as time went on, Macclesfield is a silk town. So in terms of its industrial heritage, it's got it has a lot of passion about silk, and it's kind of made from silk, really, in that the fabric of the town, the houses, the weavers' cottages and everything else, the shape of it, particularly in the Georgian area, was made from the silk industry. And St Barnabas became the patron saint of silk workers, and then it became like the silk workers' family factory shut down. So when the mill shut down, everybody used to clear off to Blackpool or somewhere like that and leave Macclesfield. And right up until the 1980s, actually schools would shut for 2 weeks. Now, the other thing about Barnaby, which became known for quite a long time as Barnaby Fair, is that it takes place in the summer solstice. So it's a midsummer thing, and strange things happen in midsummer.
Oh, yes.
So me and some other middle-class blow-ins who moved to I moved to Macclesfield in 2004, and I was working in Manchester at the time, and I moved to this place. It looked really pretty. It got cobbles, it got kind of old buildings, and I thought, this is going to be an interesting place to live. Moved there. I was actually working for Arts Council England, the public funder at the time, and I thought, I'll move to Macclesfield because it looks like a nice place to bring up my kids. And in 2004, it became known as the least cultured place in the UK. So a survey that was published in the Times, that there was horror amongst the town. They said, look, we do have culture, we have Morris dancers, we have heritage buildings. And as a researcher into the arts, I was thinking, I didn't do my research very well, did I? Because I moved to this place that was called the Cultural Desert of Britain. Yeah. So me and some other meddling busybodies got together and decided what we really needed to do was to have some kind of festival.
Yes.
And we looked for a time of the year when it wouldn't clash with any other festival around. And actually then I discovered through some research that we had this thing anyway called Barnaby that all the older people in the town remembered. And so we thought, we're just going to appropriate that and we're going to make it into an arts, culture and heritage festival for the community, made by the community. And then people go, that's not how we remember Barnaby, but they'll feel engaged with it.
Yeah, and I mean, you are doing so many different things. We've got to talk about these two because, I'm not one for stating the obvious.
This is another there's another heritage industry in Macclesfield. So Macclesfield's a big brewing town, and it was one of those places where beer was made because it was safer to drink than water, and so there were loads of brewers, loads of pubs in the place, and now, since 2004 really and ongoing, there have been increasingly brilliant craft breweries. And one of them is Red Willow, and we're really lucky that we have a partnership with Red Willow quite a lot when we have the festival. So we've done various things in the past. We've also worked with other tap bars and brewers like Five Clouds, and we've even put our own craft beer kind of mini festival on inside the festival in 2018. We had Barnaby Tap. But this year, because it was a strange year, we did some things online last year. We wanted to do things that people felt confident and comfortable with. So what we did was we thought we'll do a collaboration, and we'll bring some art and beer together into this can. And so what we have here is a rather beautiful can. This is a lovely.
Are they real, by the way?
Sorry, they are, and they're brand new.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, I only brought 2 glasses in with me.
It's all right.
Very rude.
She's driving. It's one of the benefits of having a broomstick.
I love it when people talk for me. I really do. It's great.
Zoom.
So I'll just pour this for you. This is a session IPA, and it's going to be on in cask as well. In some of the pubs in Macclesfield, in Red Willow Bar in Macclesfield and in Buxton. And you can buy it online from Red Willow Shop.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, beautiful.
Are you jealous?
No, because
because I'm guessing you'll have a fair bit on the actual event day.
Yeah.
We've got a few of these,
yes,
I think,
we
stashed
have,
safely for you. But the artwork itself is by an artist called Sue Asbury, and actually Sue came up with the original logo for Barnaby, which is a mill logo, and her partner Nick also helped to embellish the poem that Carol is so obsessed by.
Yes.
It's quite... I love it. Now, you stay where you are. We're going to come back to you in a few minutes' time. In the meantime, go on.
Yeah, so what I've cheekily not said is I'm so excited and fortunate enough to be programme director for...
I'm getting more and more excited.
Yeah, you see, I knew, start you off on that, just keep you quiet. It's like giving a baby a dummy.
I nearly came out the wrong way.
Swallow. So I'm really excited because I'm programme director in this and sort of working with Abby and Nicola and the team. And just it is fabulous.
It sounds quite fabulous.
Yeah, and it's just a fantastic. Abby, can you just stretch and get that flyer there? So that's what the logo looks like. Can you zoom in on there,
we
Dan?
can zoom in and everything. Tell us what it is.
So this is the flyer with...
In fact, we've got that up there. There we go.
Yeah. So this is
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. So that's the logo that was done specially for the odd year Barnaby Bright, or anything that we do that's not Barnaby Festival. So we call it a collection of events, and we have some commissioned artists, and the next person.
So it's not the Barnaby Festival?
No, it's the baby sister,
which is called Barnaby Bright.
Yeah.
Right. Who's next?
Yeah,
right.
see?
Okay. So we've got a very talented lady coming in now, I believe.
Yeah, Liz West.
Liz West.
Are you in the green room, Liz West?
Hello, Liz
I am.
West.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can indeed. How are you?
Very well. Yeah, I've just learnt an awful lot. Thanks, Abby.
There you go, see? Being thanked and everything
Yeah.
for teaching wonderful things like this. Okay then, Liz West. Now, you're a visual artist based in the Northwest, and you create works combining the phenomena of colour and light to create a sensory experience. This sounds right up my street, I've got to admit. It sounds absolutely right up my street. I believe you've developed something for this particular festival, is that correct?
Yeah, we have. Well, I moved to Macclesfield a bit like Abby a while ago, and had been working in Manchester, and was raising a family, and thought fresh air, hillside, cobbled streets, culture. And one of the first things I did when I got to the town was connect with Abby and a few other people who I'd met 8 years ago when I was taking part in Barnaby Festival, which seems a long time ago now. So I reconnected with everyone and said to Abby, look, I'm here now. I'd love to do something as part of the festival in the future. And we did. We've done it.
So what have you done? I think we've got a VT to have a look at the starting point of it, have we? Is that right?
No, it didn't come through. But I was really fortunate enough to go and see, and we can put this up on the Facebook and on the other pages as well, can't we, Liz? I filmed you ripping the backing off. It was really sort of therapeutic for you, ripping the backing off of the squares, which I always call them the wrong names. So can you say what the squares are?
Yeah, they're dichroic vinyl or iridescent. So it's just polycarbonate covered with this amazing vinyl, which changes colour depending on the way you look at it. And what I've done for Barnaby is make a tunnel down the main aisle of Christ Church, which I remember going to years ago when I was showing in the Grosvenor Shopping Centre, and Brass Art had a piece at Christ Church. And I just thought, what a fabulous building it was. And since I'd had the opportunity to make other pieces of work in other churches.
So where does your inspiration come from for this then, Liz?
So many things. First of all, the material has kind of led the development of the work, the fact that it is very spiritual and meditative. It's not bright, punchy colour. Yeah. It has this kind of stained glass window effect. So I very quickly, once being inside the venue, thought about myself walking into a church and how there's always a kind of air of occasion and performance as you walk down the aisle. You're either the bride or you're the congregation, or you're the performer. And so I wanted to put the viewers in that position as performer and kind of lock them in the aisle, enveloped in this colourful mass, which I've done.
Fabulous.
That's fantastic.
When will people be able to see this? Is this ready to go now? Have you seen
yes.
it already?
I've seen bits of it, but we launch tomorrow. Liz's it's called Presence at Christ Church, and it kick-starts Barnaby Bright, which starts the 10 days start tomorrow. That's right, isn't it, Liz?
I hope so, yes, yeah.
It sounds fantastic.
It's also like a bit of a double meaning as well, because I think when I moved to Macclesfield, I wanted desperately to make a piece of work in my hometown. And so it's my present to Macclesfield. So there's a bit of a double play on the title.
That's really
present,
sweet.
Present.
And I'm sure they'll appreciate it as well. It must have took a while to put together as well. How many hours is it taking you to make this happen?
I mean, it took 2 days to install it, but it's been 18 months, 2 years of conversations, because obviously it was due to happen last year, and then COVID scuppered us all.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's been a strange couple of years.
Yeah. Well,
festivals like this are coming into place, and you were saying just before the show, this is one festival that hasn't had to change too much because
No.
it's been all right.
No, not too much, because we had contingencies on top of contingencies and risk assessments coming out of our ears. We wanted to make sure that people could come blinking into the light to Barnaby Bright.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Liz, by the way. Thank you. I can't wait to see it.
See you soon, Liz.
I'm going to be coming down and having a little look at it.
Yeah.
We are. All right, then. Let's have a little look at this VT before we meet our next guest.
Each full moon, before dawn, I leave my city to be with this forest. I lie upon ancient roots and listen, becoming part of their world. And every time, I am told that our future is ancient.
Played that.
So we are now joined by Mr. Simon Buckley. Welcome. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, AKA Not Quite Light.
I mean, that looks spooky as all hell. What is it you're bringing us, please?
Spookiness, yeah. It's a very haunting place, a forest at night. Owls and well, you bring the fears of childhood with it, don't you? And like Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
So you walk into the forest and your head is back to that 5-year-old self in the bedroom and thinking your wardrobe's a portal.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm so glad that wasn't just me.
Yeah,
I really am. That could have been embarrassing, couldn't it? Now, for this year's festival, you're bringing something quite special. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
It's finally happening. Yeah, this is in a way something that was supposed to have happened last year, but because of COVID got delayed. But it's been a good thing because it's allowed us to expand the project way beyond its original ambitions. So this weekend we are now going to have Our Future is Ancient as a performance piece. That'll be on the Saturday night. That's kind of the headline thing. We've got two great musicians. One, Raina Connolly, who's with Honey Feet and the Breath, and a cellist called Liz Hanks. And they're going to be improvising music while I do text and film. Wow. So that'll be beautiful. Their music will be really tremendous. And then there's a film playing, a short 15-minute film that I made in December, and the Savage Chapel, which is a really ancient space within a church.
Oh, no, we looked at that Savage Chapel.
No, it's not Savage Chapel, it's Savage Tower.
Savage Tower.
We're going up the tower.
You're
That's
going
the
up
one
the
where
tower.
I showed you where I was going up the tower.
Is the tower different? Is this what you're talking about
Yeah,
now?
the chapel is that, and then the tower. That's right. Yeah. So and then
That's not to do with that VT yet, then.
Well, have you got Savage
We have got a
Tower?
Savage Tower that you said.
Should we have a look at the Savage Tower?
I knew there was a reason I was linking to it. They're really... There we go. Upwards, higher, 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 higher. There you go. That's
the
that one
Savage
there
Tower,
called
yeah.
Savage Tower. There we go.
Are you... Right, we're going up the Savage Tower, and I'm hanging on to a rope.
You're trying to do this one-handed, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I'm going for you.
I am. Oh my goodness me!
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I've been to the catacombs in Paris. Have you been to those?
I haven't, no.
Oh. Right, and I'm doing it with a rucksack on my back. Okay, nearly up. Here we are. What nun lived here? Oh,
What?
the nun. What was her
Oh yeah,
name?
she lived up. I'm not sure what her name was.
And there's her fireplace.
Yeah. It's not fantastic.
And here we are, and there's a little window that we saw from outside. Here we are.
A window down here onto the southern ship itself.
Fabulous. So, come and see us, Barnaby Bright, in the Savage Tower. And you'll see a fantastic film. Our Future is Ancient. And Simon Buckley. I can't breathe now. I'm stopping.
Looks absolutely. So that's what you're doing something in there, is it?
Yeah, I've got a short film playing in there.
In there?
Yeah, a 15-minute film that's
God, I
made
bet
in
that's-
December.
Oh, that's scary.
It will be. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be blacked out, and that will basically the film that is about the year spent in the forest actually against the backdrop of the pandemic. So,
What do you mean the year you spent in the forest?
well, I went every full moon for a year, so I
Right.
started on winter solstice in 2019. And it was only supposed to go for 6 months, and then COVID intervened, so we went for that. I thought, oh, sod it, I'll do the whole year. So every full moon before dawn, went for 2 or 3 nights into the forest. So that was quite, so I've got to know the forest pretty intimately, really.
And freeing as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause they say
Very
that,
liberating. I saw it as
yeah.
a place of sanctuary. You know, when you
Yes.
think of the urban streets and the fears you have living amongst a pandemic in a city,
Yeah.
and you get into the trees, and there's probably natural cures within there, and
course there's gonna
pines,
be, isn't there?
pine
Yeah.
forest. There's no germs around pines, and stuff. So it did feel like a sanctuary. I remember one morning, I think it might have been April, when the sun came out, come up in the morning, and just sitting beneath the tree and just wishing I didn't have to go back to the city. Just thinking, why is it dangerous for me to sit here all day?
See,
I could do that.
yeah, she was talking about breathing and just
Breathing, how
stopping.
important breathing is and everything. It's important. Finding yourself and everything is really important. So people can find this installation, I think I want to call it, from you
Call it installation,
as soon as the festival starts, which is
Yeah, so the festival starts tomorrow, the 17th, but Simon's Our Future is Ancient, the first part of it, which is on the 19th, okay, and that's on the 19th at St Michael's Church. And if you go to barnabyfestival.org.uk, you can book your seat, your slot there, and attend, and it starts at 8 o'clock. We have Savage Tower, we have several slots for that. And we've not mentioned the Ginnell Walk.
Yeah, on the Sunday and Monday night,
Yeah.
there's a third element to this where I'm walking around the Ginnells. The forest comes to town, basically. So Macclesfield's full of these little alleyways, little Ginnells. So we're going to project the work in these little spaces, and I'm going to talk about making the project. But we're going to do it against the town walk. We've got a screen. I think we're going to walk through these Ginnells and
sounds
bring it to town.
fantastic.
A bit like Macbeth.
Oh, you can't say words like that in front
Yeah.
of me.
Oh, no!
Spot.
Yeah,
Do you know the
exactly.
Shakespeare play about a dog?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We've wrapped up. We've
Thank
run
you.
out of time with you,
Great,
but
thank you very much.
We're moving on now. Then we're talking to we're going to be checking out something that our Brandon's attempted to do, everybody,
yes.
over the next few weeks. Now, this is something that I've thought about doing for a long time, and I'm glad when it came to the meeting that our Brandon was the person to take this job on.
Throughout June is of course Pride Month, and we've been encouraged to run with pride. So all you have to do is complete a run or a walk, any distance, doesn't matter, you'll be fine, of your choice during the month of June. And you'll get yourself a cheeky wee colourful medal. I know! All you have to do is pay an entry fee on the website, and all proceeds go to an LGBTQ plus organisation. You can take photos of yourself, upload them to social media using the hashtag #RunWithPride. And now, as most of you know, I have started back at the gym, I know, much to my own detriment. And Belinda, in all her greatness, has tasked me with running for Pride. So, I guess I better get started.
So there we go. That is our Brandon, who's doing a run for Pride, everybody. Of course, this is Pride Month, and he's doing that. He's going to get a medal and everything. Isn't that right, Mr. Director?
I think so,
a
yeah.
medal.
Yeah.
Now, somebody else that deserves a medal is this gentleman here. This is Neil. Are you
Thank you.
plugging it with the beer?
Thank you.
Loving the beer there.
Thank you.
Hey.
I'd like to thank
Would you?
everybody. No,
Well,
sorry,
you should
excuse
thank
me.
them, but just don't touch my beer.
I've got to
Okay.
describe why you're dressed like that. Can we have the camera on Neil, please? Straighten your
you.
bow tie. It's a bit
Excuse me.
wonky.
Bow ties are cool.
Yeah.
I just did that one for Brandon.
Very, very warm.
So this is Neil Puttock. He's creative producer for IDST, and I've been spending a lot of time with
What's
Neil.
IDST?
IDST
Don't
is
just come round here
company-
giving me your letters. I want to
No,
know
I
everything.
know. He's going to explain what IDST
What's
is.
IDST?
Do you want me to explain?
Yeah, go
What's
on.
IDST?
So, well, actually, only last week a woman said, if desire sex, that it asked whether it was if desire sex tonight, but it's not that. It's
Yeah.
in
No,
fact,
what is that?
it's in fact ingenious small town people. So yeah, it's like it's the
Yeah.
it's all about community artworks and such.
It's countdown without vowels, basically. Let's be honest.
Okay, so on a serious note, obviously, I've talked about Barnaby Festival and the off year, which is Barnaby Bright. Barnaby Festival, we normally have a parade.
Yes.
Can't-
Barnaby what? Which one?
Barnaby Festival.
Barnaby Festival. That's
on
the
the
one on
even
the
year.
even years, because this is Barnaby Bright on the odd years.
Yeah, so you normally have a parade. With social distancing, COVID, blah, 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 we can't have a parade. So how can we get the community engaged? You are not listening. You are drinking our beer. Let me move this over here.
I am listening. How can we get the community engaged?
So, Neil, take it away. What was the solution to the festival parade?
Well, the solution was to give everybody in the town, and I mean literally everyone and their dog, a cameo role starring in the film. And because we can't all be together, we've made a moving film, and we hope that it's both moving in terms of tear jerking, but also moving in terms of literally moving. And I think you probably saw me with the camera people.
Yeah.
We used prams. What else?
Prams, everything. Let's just have a look at this
let's have a
VT.
look.
Introducing Mac Assemble, the showreel parade. We are giving everyone 20 seconds to make a scene. People can use their time to show off a talent, promote an idea, or celebrate their favourite thing. Whether just you, your bubble, a business, or a community group, these are your 20 seconds to shine. When put together, these scenes will make a masterpiece, an extravaganza, celebrating living in Macclesfield in 2021 and the collective, vibrant spirit of Barnaby Bright. See you there!
So that was the mayor on the skateboard.
That was the mayor on the
Yeah, that's the
skateboard.
kind of town Macclesfield is. Who came up with the Mac Assemble name, Neil?
Mac Assemble. Well, I know who came up with the showreel parade name. I think it was yours, true. You came up with the Mac Assemble.
Is she
name,
just
didn't you?
searching for a bit of praise? Is she? It's not like our
It's true, actually. It was originally the project with no name,
Yeah,
where
it was.
we had the concept, we had
no
everything there, but we didn't have a name.
have a
And then
name.
you
I came in like a Nick Fury, but without the eye patch, and I went Mac Assemble.
So this has already been filmed then?
yes,
It's done, it's in the bag, it's in the can, so as to say.
Well, yes, but also we are asking people to make their own TikToks or Instagram
And where
videos
did
or
it
what have
post
you.
then?
So hashtag Showreel Challenge or
Yes.
Showreel Parade,
Yeah.
and also if we can get Barnaby Bright in there. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got the footage of Carol doing her Barnaby Bright poem.
No.
We've done that.
But
at the beginning
that's,
of the
No,
show.
I did that live.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't
right.
want to revisit that.
did
No,
you?
let's
Right.
not.
There's plenty. I think some real highlights I've seen are sort of like I say, everybody and their dog, skateboarders, everybody on roller skates, on wheels, on bikes. Basically, the entire town is represented in this
There's
this
one
film.
bit where the camera's moving and it's up a street. The street looks almost like vertical, like this. As people are moving, there's the camera's moving, and they go past the butchers, and it's really sinister. And stop it.
I am plugging your beer for you.
Thank you. It's really sinister, and he's there with his knives. And I'm thinking that's really sinister. But yes, please do get Estival beer as well. We are screening.
I thought there was a spelling mistake.
No.
Estival beer. I thought
it means summer of fun.
It's missing the F. What's fun without an F?
You're missing the F. So the Mac Assemble is being screened at St Michael's Church between 12 and 4 on the 19th of June and on the 26th of June. Just float in. I will be there. Neil will be there. Neil will definitely be in a DJ. I might have a ball gown. I don't know. We're trying to make
It
it
sounds like a right rum festival.
I know.
One in a tower, one in a church, one playing with plastic. I can't go on anymore. It sounds like nothing on earth.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
can't
it
be
is.
fun. There's no F on your beer.
Yeah, it is. Well, you're drinking it and you're enjoying it, so there you
I
are.
am enjoying it,
Neil,
indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
thank you. We've dragged you here.
Thank you.
And you
Have you come
look
from Macclesfield
absolutely.
today?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He looks dapper.
Just arrived in the big city. Yeah.
Have you been here before?
Well, not for at least a year.
Fabulous.
But
place,
yeah,
it really is.
looking forward to come and get involved in the Max Extravaganza.
Max
Yeah.
Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just stay sat there. We'll have a beer.
He's also a counsellor, by the way.
Are you a councillor? You're running Macclesfield as well. Wow. I can see why the beer's stronger in Macclesfield. Lovely. All right then. So let's go and meet these two lovely ladies now. This is Guru Jane. Is that right? And our lovely. And yeah. Here we
Well,
go.
I call her Guru. I call her Mash Guru Jane. Hi, my gorgeous. Oh, and is that Nana Nancy?
It is Nana Nancy in the flesh.
Can't hear
Hello.
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear.
I can't hear you.
She's having problems with her
I'm
ears
having
today.
problems with my earpiece.
Is that better?
Say something.
Oh, there we are.
Hello,
We- I can hear you perfectly.
Now.
Perhaps tell us about what you're bringing to the festival then.
We are bringing to the festival a Midsummer Night's Queen, a drag cabaret and catwalk competition.
Oh, drag
In
queens.
in which Nana Nancy is compare.
Absolutely. Causing a very safe riot.
It's the only way to do it these days. It really is.
Yeah. It's possibly not what it'll be every other year, but it will be a magnificent spectacle. We can't move around like we would have done, but it will be...
It's going to be gorgeous.
Oh, it'll be absolutely, yes, stunning and spectacular.
So what can we expect from this competition then, and what will you be looking for?
Start with P.
You've been looking for P. That's a different competition altogether.
Personality.
P for personality.
Yeah.
E for elegance.
E for elegance.
You've so been prompting
N for
these two.
Naughtiness.
Yeah.
I for... What was I?
I was...
We've just said it and I've
We've just
completely
gone
forgotten what I was.
It's all right. It's up there with not remembering. It's up there with not remembering the LGBT double Q double I S double T. It's there with that.
But
isn't
it's
it?
PENIS,
something
and,
like
and
that.
it's all the areas that you need. Now, our very own Your Manchester, Paul Rudd.
Our weatherman is judging.
He's one of the judges.
It is.
And friend. Yeah, and friend
What's the
of
prize? What's the prize?
The prize is a bespoke tiara by our friend,
Right.
Lady Sharon Farley Mason.
Wow.
It is a bespoke tiara.
That's fabulous, isn't it? A tiara and everything. Wonderful.
Everyone will get an award of some
Yes.
kind, and everyone will get an award, and everyone will. Well, not everyone will get a sash. You have to be quite special to get it, and only the winner will get the tiara.
Right. So what's the other awards that people will win then?
Oh, we've got all sorts. Not always glamorous, not always funny. They will be funny, and they will be quirky, and they will be quite individual and very MASH style prizes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love MASH.
And can I just mention as well, at the venue Mash Guru, we're doing a music MASH masterclass. A lot
Wow,
to
that's
say.
a lot to get your mouth
It's a good
around,
job.
isn't
That's
it?
why I didn't have any beer. A music MASH masterclass, And we're doing that with Brighter Sounds, and we've found some fantastic young, I'd say young talent of bands and vocal artists, and they're going to be doing from the 24th of June a masterclass. So they'll do a gig beforehand, go through the 5-week masterclass, and then a gig at the end to show how they've evolved. And there's a bursary from the Arts Council, thank you very much, Arts Council, of £500.
Wow.
And Jane and Pete are hosting at Mash Guru as well, so they're involved in that.
Perhaps just quickly explain what Mash Guru is.
Mash Guru, come on.
Mash Guru is a very quirky bar and small independent music venue in the very heart of Macclesfield. We are pushing the music venue side because the one thing we've learned during COVID is that musicians got a very, very raw deal. So we're providing a space and we're giving people the opportunity to pay money directly to the musicians. So any money we charge on the door, 100% goes to the musicians that play. And the most amazing thing about COVID is that we're getting players coming through now that would never have played in Macclesfield before and would never have played such a tiny venue. And they're all here to practice and get their voices back in track before they go ballistic around the world. Back on tour.
Well, fabulous. Excellent.
You're doing a great job.
It sounds fantastic. So if they want to enter the competition, this wonderful competition, what do you call it? A drag queen summer's what night queen?
A Midsummer Night's Queen.
If they want to enter it, how do they go about doing that?
Well, I think now the best thing to do is to message at Mash Guru. The audience tickets are sold out completely, but we've still, but we've still got a little bit of room for contestants. So we've got allotted numbers. So if anyone wants to, if they message Mash Guru, Jane at Mash Guru, and then we can talk to them directly about what's required, what's requested, and
excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. What we are going to do now is cut straight away to one of your fellow judges as he brings you What's the Weather?
Hello, my lovely weather watchers, and welcome to this week's weather forecast with me, Paul Rudd. And I've been with your Manchester a whole year tomorrow. Time to celebrate. So let's take a look at this week's forecast. Here it comes. Thursday is looking cloudy with thunder with the temperatures of 17 degrees Celsius. Friday is looking sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 18. And as we look forward to the weekend right now, Saturday is sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 19. And Sunday is going to look like rain with the temperature of 16. So get your umbrellas out for Sunday. And that'll be good for the gardens because that'll get plenty of water as well. And that's it for this week's weather. Do join me again next week. My balloon's got a bit skewy, but enough about that. Time to go back to the studio for this week's amazing episode of Your Manchester.
Oh, 1 year.
1
He's
year.
been with us a year. I can't fully and everything believe it.
And you look at him with his silver balloon there, bless him.
Is that what we're calling it? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, next week, everyone, we have got a little. I think we have anyway. Yes. Let's have a look who's on next week's show.
Something wrong, Richard?
Well, I was just wondering which of my neighbours would look the part in a nice mahogany coffee. And this time I'll get it dead right.
Is the beginning.
They won't bury me.
Of the end.
Take a life to save a life.
But who is in the box?
Not fair. It's not nice. It's a big, cruel world out there. It's not nice. Who's going to miss one little old lady? Life's not fair. She slipped and fell. What a shame. You think it looks bleak for me right now? Oh, I survived this. But I can't guarantee my neighbours will.
Joining us in this, well, near enough in the studio, I think, at the moment, everybody.
Oh, gosh, he used to scare me.
Well, he scares me, and that's why I can't wait to meet him. What we might do is we might put him in a forest with Neil.
Yes.
And Simon, rather, and see who fares the best, everybody. And if it all goes rubbish, they can put them up the Savage Tower.
Yes.
I love taking up the Savage Tower. I really do. I think it's quite an event.
Mm-hmm. Well, you must come to Macclesfield and I'll put you up there.
Thank you, everybody, for what? Oh, you... Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And once again, if you are interested in visiting Barnaby Bright's festival, when's it on, please?
It starts tomorrow, the 17th of June to the 27th of June. There's a whole host of things going on. We've got a fantastic programme.
We have.
I'll be popping up here, there and everywhere.
And there'll be beer.
And there will be lots of, let me just move that away from her, Estival beer. It's bespoke. Sue Asprey's done a fantastic job with the design. And thank you, Red Willow, for being our brewers for
That's
this
my
beer.
nickname.
Red Willow, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this week's episode. Catch out our socials, catch out everything on our media social thingies and all that stuff that goes with it.
Oh, she's tipsy now.
You've been fantastic. I'm red hot. I am sweating out of places I didn't think it was possible to sweat. Thanks very much for watching this week's episode of
Your Manchester!